welcome to this CoolLIFE tutorial. My name is Giulia Conforto, and today I'm excited to introduce you to our expert, Aadit Malla of TU Wien, who will present the CoolLIFE tool and its general functionalities. Over to you, Aadit.
The CoolLIFE tool can be accessed from the CoolLIFE website. On the top, you will see the tool option, which takes you to the platform, and or you could directly use the link to go to the platform. And here you are firstly directed to the disclaimer page, which presents all the developing partners in the project, and also again back a link to the website. In addition, we have a link to the participation survey, which we ask the users for their feedback with regards to for further improvement of the tools. And we have more information on how to access the wiki page, which is a page that describes in detail on the functionalities of the CoolLIFE platform and on how to use the calculation modules and how, for a beginner level user, how to understand how the platform actually works. And also we have a disclaimer that the data and tools provided on this platform are more of an indicative aspect and not for a detailed assessment, but provides more of an overview for all level of users to assess cooling demands and potentials in the region. And the tool itself can be accessed in all of these browsers. So once from here, you can go into the into the platform. Which is continuously improved. So based on your feedback, we take these inputs to improve the platform. And firstly, you see is a overview of all of Europe, basically on a map, which is divided based on national borders. And so the main idea of the CoolLIFE platform is to provide users with a minimal GIS knowledge to have a possibility of using spatial data for their energy planning, specifically focusing on cooling. So with the map, you can always zoom in, zoom out to go into your particular area of interest. And so on top of you can see is back again link to the CoolLIFE website, where we can have more information on the project. Here in the middle, we have a search button which allows the user to select or search a particular area of interest. We have the link to the wiki, which is, again, if you click on it, provides you to as I mentioned, a detailed description on each of the functionalities and calculation modules available on the platform. And then back to the platform, we have the survey button, which again directs you to this survey, which helps us further improve the tool. And then you have the option on the right here for logging in, which allows the user to basically have an account on the platform, and that enables them to upload their own data and work with their own data rather than default layers available on the platform as of now. And here we have three options, three ribbons from which the user can work on different levels as per their requirements. So firstly, on the tools option allows you to select different regions where you would be interested in working. So either you could just click on a country if you're interested working there, or rather maybe if you're working on smaller regions, which can be selected from the select areas option. So for instance, if you're working on a NUTS 2 level and you want to select multiple regions, you could just click an option and select regions that could be of interest for you, and then further have assessments on this. And also there are different options for possibilities of selection. The second tab we have here is on the layers, which consists of a list of layers, raster layers, which were developed within the CoolLIFE project, but also collected from other various multiple sources. So with the layers option, the user can select a layer of interest. So for instance, we have here a layer on the cooling density of how the cooling needs would look across Europe, and we can see the distribution of the cooling density in different regions. And also based on different scenarios within the project, we have identified different how the cooling demand projections would look like for different years, and based on which the user is able to then visualize how demand increases over time. And also with this, going back to the tool, so if there is any particular area of interest, the user can just select a region and select so, and then on the tools, if you load the results, then you can see what is the total theoretical cooling needs in the region. So how many cells, so the raster layers are based on cells, which are 100 by 100 meter areas, which shows you how many cells with these cooling demands exist within the region, and also what are the minimum and maximum cooling demands there. So with this, also other layers can be visualized to compare how different scenarios would look like. And also for each of these layers, we have obviously the possibility of seeing the labels on how, so meaning where are the high demand points and where are low demand points, but also information on each of the layers, which takes you to a GitHub repository where you can find more detailed information on the background of these layers, if they were generated within the project, what are the assumptions undertaken for these layers, if not, what sources were these layers collected from, and of course the user can then also download these layers as a raster file to make further assessments in other softwares. Other than that, there is always a possibility for the user to download any other layers and work locally as well. And the third ribbon we have is on the different calculation modules developed within CoolLIFE. So we have categorized into 4 distinct categories. So mostly for the cooling aspect, we focus more on individual supply solutions and how this could contribute to sustainable cooling demand management. On the second section, we have on network-based supply, focusing on district cooling. On the third, we have layers that map legal and regulatory information, and finally financing, which map financing instruments. So from the CoolLIFE platform, we can access the CoolLIFE Wiki, which provides us detailed information on how to use the platform and what kind of data is available and how to use the calculation modules. So we start with a general information on the project, which gives us an overview of what was done within the scope of CoolLIFE. Following that, we have a guideline on how to use the platform, on what the functionalities are available where, and how to navigate through these functionality to get a set of usable results for any specific region. And then we have the description on the calculation modules, which are categorized into these 4 sections. For cooling section, we mostly look into individual decentral supply, which includes 5 calculation modules. And then we have for network-based supply, focusing on district cooling. And then we have policy, which focuses on identifying and mapping legal and regulatory aspects and financing for mapping financial instruments. And then also we have a section on how to apply this calculation modules in a form that can be used to answer different user needs, based on which we have identified use cases of the platform. And then finally, we have a learning center where we can find training materials on how to use all of these features of the CoolLIFE platform.
And that brings us to the end of this tutorial. Thank you for your attention and your interest in the CoolLIFE project.